Perfect. We are live. Oh yeah, they can't see the pretty thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Welcome to November's meeting. I'm so excited, you guys. So first of all, I want to start our meeting off by sharing some of our ahas that we had from the Bahamas. You guys, by far, I'm gonna have Heather share first.
No, I want to go last.
But
we're probably gonna have the same ahas.
Yeah, totally. I might pull up my Voxer because I can't get it on there. But I had everybody share their ahas. And one thing, I guess I'll just start with mine. So last year was my first year that I earned our Arbonne incentive trip. Every year, Arbonne comes out with a trip starting December 1st, okay? So if you're just starting your business now, we always say load your bases now, because what you do now is going to show up in December. And Heather's going to talk a lot about consistency in your business and 30, 60, 90-day cycles. And it's so true. Literally, the things you do today, the people you talk to, you're probably not going to make anything happen. Usually big things happen until 30 days or 60 days and usually 90 days from now, okay? So that's where it starts if you want to earn this next trip. Okay, it gets launched in December. So 2 years ago when I earned this trip, honestly, it wasn't ever on my big goal list with Arbonne. We've always been able to travel. I love to travel, so that hasn't ever been an issue. I'm like, I go on my trips, you know, if I earn it, I earn it, but I've never really pushed to earn it until last year, and it completely changed my life, and especially my husband's, and he really loved it because he's like, this is the first time like he hasn't had to pay for a vacation, you know? And just the friendships that we made there were amazing, and the cruise. So last year we went on the cruise to the Bahamas, St. Martin and St. Thomas, and it was amazing. And then the trip for this one that we just went on came out last December, and it was so hard to earn. You guys, the volume and the sponsoring that you needed to earn was like double, almost triple, I think, what you needed like the year before. So I was like, you know, I don't know how this is gonna happen. And I'm just like, it's kind of out of your hands. And how you earn this trip is, it's literally not about selling product. It's about helping people promote in this business, helping people achieve their dreams. So I kind of just took a step back and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to look at this number. I think it was 175,000 over 6 months or something in your personal district. But I was like, I'm just going to focus on people. And I promoted enough people to be able to go to this trip. And it was probably one of my best trips, obviously, because I got to bring Heather with me. And more than anything, that's what this business is about, is to bring people with you. And now I'm like, we were there and I'm like, could you just imagine having our entire region and nations with us? And that's my goal for you guys, is let us help you earn these trips, because not only for you, but your team's watching you and your family's watching you that you get to bring. And my biggest aha was, you know, I have great family, I have great friends, but the friends in this business are even better than my friends and family outside of Arbonne. Like, the quality time that we spent with these people was just out of this world. I can't even like begin to describe it. It was just amazing. And when can you ever experience going on a trip with like 30 of your best friends? You know what I mean? Like, that's literally, when I first came into Arbonne, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I'm not like these people. And I felt like that too, but I was like, I want to become those people. They were so awesome to be around. And I finally got to just experience not only the Arbonne women, but also their husbands and their kids and their families. And hearing from their kids, like how much their mom has changed their life. And especially seeing the husbands like get this week off of no work, that to me was just like, I feel like I've gotten what I want out of this business, and obviously there's still my next level, but you guys are all here that haven't earned that trip yet. So I came back like on a vengeance. I'm like, who wants to go somewhere, and let me help you get there, because seriously, like, we are not stopping until you guys all come. So the family, the friends was really my biggest aha. So come on up, girl.
Well, this is going to sound really similar. So this was my first incentive trip, and oh, I'm so tall. This was my first incentive trip, and so last year when she went, I was just barely like, well, when the trip came out 2 years ago in December, I was only like 4 months like seriously into my biz, and I was like, oh yeah, whatever. And what I did was I made the mistake of looking at the volume requirement and thinking, there's no way. That's like never going to happen. And I didn't earn the trip 2 years ago. And the reason was because I wasn't focusing on helping people in this business promote. So my first, like, number one aha and like first thing is like, when this trip comes out, well, start loading your bases now. Honestly, like, now is the time. You have 30 days between now and the day that the trip is announced. Start loading your bases with new business builders direct to you. And I'm going to talk about that later in my consistency training. But what I did last year or this past year that was different was I focused on building a team. And I focused on helping them reach their goals. And in turn, that's what earned me the trip. So when I saw her go on the trip last year, I was like, there's no way I'm missing that trip. I'm going on the next one. And so I earned it. I earned it for myself, and I ended up buying my mom in because I just had to do that. That's just what was on my heart, and I needed to do that. And there's a couple ahas from the trip. The first one was literally my bill for 7 days at the Atlantis was $10. $10, you guys. $10. And that was because my mom just couldn't choose off of the all-inclusive menu. She had to get like some daiquiri or something that wasn't included. So that's number one. Number two, it is amazing to take someone with you and watch them seriously relax. Like, it almost makes me want to cry. My mom literally did whatever she wanted to do for 7 days, like,
lots of gambling.
Lots of gambling. She sat by the pool and read a book. Like, she wasn't even sunbathing. She was literally in the shade, but just the fact that she was just sitting with us, like, doing nothing. Oh my God, like, it makes me want to cry right now to be able to give that back to her. Sorry, I gotta squeeze my butt cheeks. The second aha was honestly exactly what she said. Like, I know all the people that went, and I know them pretty well, but to be somewhere for a week and spend such quality time with people and really know them, and not just them, but know their story and know their struggles and have them breathe life into you, and then meet their husbands and their kids and spend time with them and hear their stories. Like, it was literally the best experience I've ever had in my life. And you know, it's so funny. We had like a 4-hour training while we were there, and it was the best. Like, I almost wanted it to be longer. Like, it was the best training. And just like having all these people, like, just like, there's no other way to say it, like, breathe life into you, like, fill you up. And yeah, we got to spend time with like the 30 people that went in our nations, but we met so many other people, like, in different success lines that we either knew already but don't get to spend time with, or didn't even, like, this girl walked up to us when we were at the pool, and she's like, hi, I'm Audra, like, can I sit with you for a minute? We were like, yeah. And she was like, I'm here by myself. My husband doesn't support me. I literally almost didn't come. And I'm just kind of going around because, like, my uplines are, you know, with their families, and I'm just trying to connect with people. And she spent an hour with us at the pool, just me and Morgan. And, like, those things, like, it wasn't just our people. It was, like, all the other people in Arvon. There were 634 people that earned it, so that was pretty cool.
That's it. That was amazing.
What else? Let's see. You guys, it's worth it. Every minute, it's worth it. Like, every little outreach you do, every no you receive, it's worth it. And it's not because of the trip. It's because of the quality time you get to spend people while you're there, and, like, what it does for you, like, for you inside.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. I mean, I probably had like 10 other things I wanted to say, but
yeah.
it's worth it. It's totally worth it.
I'll send you guys the other boxers on our team boxer from everybody else. But yeah, and I'm like, one of our national vice presidents in our success line, Linda Parker, she says that, gosh, she's been in Arvon for how long? She went district manager 6 times. Only because before she really stayed in Arvon, and every time she would do that, she just did it for the trip. For 6 years straight, she'd earn the trip, stop her business for a couple minutes, earn the trip. So anyway, it's super worth it. Okay, so now this is probably one of my favorite times of our meeting. Sometimes we have a Spirit of Arvon, sometimes we have a consultant spotlight, and I'm going to bring up Amanda Ward. Whoop, whoop. So she's going to share a little bit about her story, and Amanda's direct to Shania and is just rocking it, and we're super excited to hear from you. Not a flattering angle.
It's really not. Just ignore it. Just ignore it.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, so I've been a part of Arbonne now for just under a month, actually. My 1 month is on November 5th. And how it all started was I met Shania at a winery. We really connected and developed a friendship while we were there, and we got into talking about animal rights and how we're really passionate about certain things, and it led her to talk to me about Arbonne. And I went to one of her workshops, and while I was there, I was like, I'm buying this foundation. And then I was like, I want to be a consultant for the discount. And then I was like, screw it, I'll just do it. It was like all within a couple days, and I just went in and said, yeah, I'm doing this. So I'm still in the beginning, but I'm loving it so far. I love all the products. I connect with the values and how it's a vegan company, pure ingredients. It's totally up my alley. So I'm just excited to see where things go. And I love all the support of our team. Yay!
And she's district manager involved.
I was
Yay!
And earned Strong Star month 1.
Yay!
Killing it.
Right.
What's your full-time job?
I work at Shopkick currently. It's a startup.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah. So Yes, you told us this.
Yeah,
part.
you
Why
gotta tell us
said-
this part. Yeah.
Oh, so right now it's a little crazy. We were a team of 3 people. Now we're a team of 2 doing like 6 people's work. So it's just really, really exhausting, really just taking the life out of me. And it's not like I'm not the person I was before after work. And I'm really getting frustrated with that. And I'm getting frustrated without seeing the results and seeing promotions or anything of that nature. Like there's no growth where I'm at. And so that's why not only did it come into my life at a good time for the products, because it's like what I enjoy, but it's also an opportunity to start my own thing and be my own boss.
Oh,
That's
I
it.
love that.
Awesome.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you. That was awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the good part of some training. Okay, we can pass this around, but I thought it was really important to kind of do some training on some of our product lines, and I really thought we could highlight our Arbonne special value packs, which we call the ASVPs if you're new. So I'm gonna pass this around, and you guys can kind of see this, but also this has a list too of what's included if you really want to drill it down. And I'm gonna have you guys come up and train on just these product lines and how you can really go forward and implement these into your business. And honestly, I really don't sell individual products. I sell the crap out of these ASVPs. And they'll tell you more about the discounts and how you can put it into place. So let's see here, who wants to go first?
Should we just start from the top?
Julia.
Oh, sweet. The one I really was not wanting to do.
Do you want that or do you want to pass it around?
No, I'll not use it. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. So we had a one of the NVPs. I think she was so at our training in the Bahamas, they spotlighted new MVPs, kind of like they did at Impact. And so one of them talked all about the Genius, and I think they talked about it on the Monday call. So if you listen to the Monday call, they talked about it. But she literally went MVP using the Genius. So that just goes to show you how powerful that tool could be in your business. I'll be honest with you guys, I have not used it to my advantage so far. I would say probably 98% of my business is nutrition. So coming home from the Bahamas, I'm like, dude, it's time to like ramp up. Dude, it's time to ramp up my Genius Ultra stuff. So the Genius Ultra is basically it's ultrasound technology. We just launched it in GTC in April, and it's basically used to help your anti-aging skincare products penetrate the tissues and cells deeper layers. So it's $241 for PCs, and I'm going to talk about our little special that they just announced today. So normally you get a serum and an eye cream with the Genius. For November, they're actually like really ramping it up, and they're giving us a free nourishing facial oil. This is the bomb. This is me and Morgan were literally like, they need to pair that with the Genius Ultra. They need to pair that with the Genius Ultra, and they finally did. And then you also get like a little carry bag for your Genius Ultra, which is cool if you carry it around like Jackie does. PCs
Well,
also
you
get
never know when the mood be straight.
yeah. New PCs also get free shipping on it. And then obviously there's the $20 PC fee for the membership. So number one, if you don't have the Genius Ultra, and I would actually go as far to say is if you don't have 2 Genius Ultras, you need to get them. And the reason why is you want one for yourself, obviously, but you need one for your workshops or to lend out. So number one, get it. Number two, and I think we get it for, consultants get it for $201 or $199, $201. Yeah. Yeah, one of those two.
I think it's 2.
Okay, so use it. And then one of the things that the woman at the Bahamas, what was her name?
Lori.
Lori. So cute too. If you think Arbonne ladies look a certain way, she's like the cutest little thing, and she does not look like our typical Arbonne. I love it. She walked up and I was like, this lady's an MVP, like rock on. So she said, absolutely, without a doubt, you have to take before and after pictures. So you got to get it and you got to use it and you got to take before and after pictures so that you can share with your clients and they can see that it's actually you using it. It's more valid that way, you know, it's more valuable. Take it with you to every workshop, and it's kind of up to you, like if you want to let people use it at the workshop. I've been letting people use it on the back of their hand, but it's up to you. And then also here's a key. So when you have a workshop, beforehand, when you take your hostess her hostess basket full of goodies, pop your Genius Ultra in there. Like for 3 days, let her use it. She's gonna buy it, obviously. If you let her use it for 3 days, she's not gonna wanna give it back to you. And then you can just hook her up with your discount on the Genius Ultra. And then the other thing is call all of your PCs, like especially the ones that are using like the skincare and makeup, call them and offer them this awesome November discount that that Arbonne has put out and all the awesome perks that come along with it. So also, I didn't even say, if you sell 10, you get 1 free. So if you don't have 1 or 2 or 3, sell 10 of them this month and you can get 1. Yeah,
And
no,
also
seriously.
what I'm doing too is I have a lot of wholesale buyers that just
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
love Arbonne, and me personally, I think this is okay to do. I have my husband signed up as a preferred client because sometimes, you know, say I meet somebody and maybe they can't afford a product. I'm like, hey, do you want 20% off? And just do something under Will's account. What I'm doing is any consultant that wants one of those, I'm going to be doing it under a preferred client discount. So that's also another option for you too, besides just preferred clients.
Yeah.
So a preferred client under them?
Like I would do it under somebody else's preferred client.
Like for instance, my mom is a preferred client, my boyfriend's a preferred client. Like if I have a wholesale buyer under me that wants it, I will offer them this awesome thing because this is only for PCs. So I'll offer them, but I'll put it under one of my PCs that I know like won't care. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Cool.
thought you were gonna say you should recommend that they sell 10 and then they can get 1 for free.
Well, they can do that too and get themselves into like a massive qual.
Yeah, I like that even better.
That's what I'm gonna have Susan do. Your turn. Shania's gonna come talk
Are
about
you gonna do
skincare.
makeup or no?
Yeah, we're going down the list.
Oh, got it.
Do you want to pass it around so people can try it on?
This.
Okay, so I'm going to talk really quickly about the skincare and the Just for Him package that recently came out. Very exciting. Okay, so we have 2 anti-aging skincare sets. The first one is this one in my bag. It's a little bit dirty, I'm sorry, but that's a different one. That's the advanced. Heather.
Well, it's part of it.
So anyway, yes, so the anti-aging skincare package comes with all of the steps in the RE9 set, in addition to the free gift, which is the, I can't even think tonight. I'm sorry, guys.
Oil.
No, it's not the oil. It's the Arbonne,
Primer?
no.
Oh boy. We're
Arbonne
struggling.
Intelligence pads.
Oh, Genius
Genius
pads.
pads.
Which are like
Yeah,
the best thing ever.
That's the free gift.
You get them for free.
Yeah.
but you get a free $50 product.
Yeah, but you get it for free when you buy the set.
And they're $98.
Yeah, by
so-
themselves, they're $98. And like Morgan said, like it doesn't make sense for people to buy one piece of the RE9 set because one piece is like half the price
Yeah.
of buying the entire ASVP. So the price alone for the regular one is $436, and when people buy it as a set, they get 40% off, making it $261.60. The really nice thing about the RE9 set is that it also comes in the RE9 Advanced, which has a different eye cream and a different SPF day cream, which is nice. It's for, I like what Morgan says, the more advanced, mature skin.
That's what I say too.
Yeah, it's a nice way of saying
I
like,
say more lifting.
Yeah.
And contouring.
I normally recommend it for my clients who are like 50 or over.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
normally what I do. And frankly, like I sometimes use it as
Me
well.
too.
When I'm feeling,
Like when you're hungover and you need some
when I'm
lifting
feeling like
effect.
I need a little pick-me-up, like an instant facial or an instant like, facelift. You can do that. So comes in two options. That one is a little bit more expensive, $452 retail or $271.20 if you buy it as the ASVP. And then for the men in our lives, we have the Just for Him package, which has a protein powder in it. And then it also has the entire men's line in addition to the Genius pads, which is awesome. And men can use the Genius pads too. It's not specific for just women, and they should. I make my husband use it.
Wayne loves them.
Yeah, because they're amazing.
Yeah, help with like ingrown hairs, especially if someone's like has a very
Well, because their skin's
Poor
rough. Like
skin.
they need to exfoliate too, and
Yeah.
they do have an exfoliant in this line. But still, this really helps, especially for that nightly exfoliant. So yeah, that's the men's line. Super important too that the men are using the eye cream and also SPF. I think like a lot of guys that I know, they'll like maybe wash their face in the shower, and that's about the extent of their facial routine.
Yeah.
And so this really kind of helps give them something specific for them. And as you guys all know, at GTC, when this was released, this line is specific for men. They have a little bit of thicker skin, pun intended, not. And it's a little bit more coarse in some areas because they have the facial hair growth. So anyway, this line is specific for them. Also, pro tip, the men's shaving cream is amazing,
Oh, yeah.
and I use it for myself.
It
for
is.
your
Awesome.
for your
Yeah, totally.
I love it too.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, that's it. I'm good. Next.
Boom.
I just realized I didn't show the Genius Ultra to the people on the screen. Whoops.
You guys all know how
I'm just
to
gonna
use
catch
it.
up. You guys,
Actually,
this is the
I don't
Genius
think
Ultra.
anyone knows, and I think Heather
Josh
should
needs a
demonstrate.
how to use it?
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, let me get on that. Okay, I'm doing nutrition right now. Yeah. Yeah, she's the pro. Ew.
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about the cleanse. So, this is the guide to the 30-day program. That's what I'm talking about, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So the 30-day ASVP, this is for anyone. I literally wrote down anyone. People who need to lose weight, people who need to gain weight, people who just want to maintain and feel better, people who want to re-energize, people who have chronic migraines or skin issues or tummy issues or indigestion or you name it. Literally, it's for anything. And let's see, if you haven't done it yourself, you better do it. And if you haven't done it, I would say in the last 6 months, you better do it. Because it's really good to like brush up on not just like how you feel going through it, but like so you can relate to your clients and help coach them better. But also like, sometimes I think it's easy to forget like all of the details. And so if you redo it yourself, it's like, okay, refresher. And you're going to feel better. And we're going into the holidays, people. Okay. The sweets have already started coming out.
Halloween.
My mom bought a whole bag of candy. We didn't even get any trick-or-treaters. So then eating Reese's. Reese's. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight really quick like what comes in the 30-day package. So the cost, oh my God, I didn't write it down. Is $253 for preferred clients. They get free shipping. They get a free $50 product. We have a list of products they can choose from. And then also the $20 preferred client fee is added in there. So it's $273 total. So you get one of each bag of protein. My bags look really beat up right now. Generally, you guys, it's so funny too. No, you know what it is? I'm gonna just side note. When we were in the Bahamas, like all the protein was gone, so Ankur, like my boyfriend, scoured through my cupboard and like found my bag only for workshops and like ate the protein. So I personally start people off with each flavor. I choose the all flavors. If you go in, you'll notice that there's like, you can be really picky, and if someone doesn't like chocolate or doesn't like vanilla, you can tailor it. Unless somebody specifies that they don't want a certain flavor, I just get them the all flavors because I think they're the best. They should try everything. It also includes the fiber. They get 1 bag of fiber. And then the 7-day body cleanse. You guys all know this. I don't need to pass it around, right? Okay, 7-day body cleanse. And then the Fizz Sticks. And Digestion Plus, my favorite. We ran out in the Bahamas and everybody was dying.
Oh my god.
And then the detox tea. And then there is a list of free products that they can choose from, but I usually recommend the greens because they're trying to get healthier. This is like a no-brainer. So yeah,
I want to say
do you want me to
there's
talk
2 boxes of this.
oh yeah, sorry. There's citrus and pomegranate
And
for
you
the
get 2
Fizz
boxes
Sticks.
of tea as well.
And you get 2 boxes of tea. Yeah. Do you want me to like go through what it entails, or is that good?
Good.
Okay, perfect. So next up is nutrition maintenance.
Yeah. Yeah, talk about the difference.
Okay, so the next up is one of the new ASVP packs that was like early last month, I think, early in October that were, yeah, early last month. It's November now.
Oh.
Earlier last month, so in
Whatever.
October that these were, this was created. It's the ASVP 30-day maintenance. So this is really great. While you can sign someone up on this and give them the free shipping and the free product, this is really meant to be as a follow-up for the 30-day program. And the main difference is it comes with all the same stuff, except swap out the body cleanse for the greens. So a lot of people will get the greens for free when they sign up for the whole program. And then the maintenance, you don't need the body cleanse anymore, you just need the greens. The reason for that is once you've cleansed for 30 days and you've used the 7-day body cleanse, you don't really necessarily need to do that again because you're already pretty clean. So you can, this is just for maintaining that for another however long, 30 days or so. You can again, just like she was saying, you can again choose, like at this point now, maybe someone has a preference for chocolate or vanilla, so they can choose which one they want. And that's literally the only difference. You still get 2 bags of protein, fiber, 2 bags of tea, a Digestion Plus, 2 fizzies, and the greens. Okay, so I just thought that I would say this is really good to do like during your 3-week follow-up with your cleansers. Say, hey, you're probably starting to run low on products. We have this maintenance kit. It's still less than $10 per day. They've probably earned free shipping from their previous month, so really all they have to pay is the $253. And the reward, they probably have, you know, at least $10 in rewards sitting in their account. So that's a really great opportunity to get them on this. And then also just calling up past cleansers. This is still a relatively new package, so if someone's done a cleanse in the last, 3 months, they don't necessarily need to do the body cleanse again. Get them back in the Arbonne wheel. If you want to take an even extra step, you can suggest auto ship for this. That's, maybe every 2 months.
Is there a minimum order for auto ship?
$150.
No. That's to get free shipping for auto ship. You can do just 1 bag of protein on auto ship, but you'll pay the flat rate of, I think it's like $5.95
Which is
shipping.
fine. I was trying
But the
to-
150, if they do 150, their shipping gets waived every time, and they earn rewards on top of that.
So I was trying to do a auto or she just orders the cleanser.
The body cleanse?
No.
No, the facial cleanser.
We talked about that. Could you not do it?
Mm-mm.
We won't let you.
I haven't tried this one.
Remind me about that, because, yeah.
Yeah, because I have someone, I think actually in one of your PCs that orders just protein. And
Yep.
the cleanser is about the
It's
same.
one of Virginia's
It's
ABCs.
Oh, yeah,
She
it's-
orders just 1 bag of protein every month.
Yeah, and the cleanser's not much less expensive.
There should
than
be a
that.
button right next to it that says auto ship. Add it to auto ship.
Okay, does anyone have any questions about the maintenance? We're good? Okay, the next one up, and this is, when Morgan asked who wanted to train on this, I jumped on the chance because it's right in my favorite things. It's the ASVP Sports Nutrition. This one I'm super, super stoked about because I work at a gym, obviously, and I use all these products every single day. So what comes in the sports nutrition? You still get 1 bag of protein, and you get to choose vanilla or chocolate. So you get 1 bag of protein. You get I think you get a bag of fiber too. Hold on. No, you don't get fiber. So you get the protein, then you get 2 boxes of Fizz Sticks. You get the greens, and then you get the entire Phytosport line. So you get the Prepare and Endure, you get 2 boxes of the hydration,
Oh,
and you get
nice.
2 boxes, and you get the post-workout.
Nice.
So basically, this is all the stuff that I order every month anyway, and now it comes in. I don't have to add things in one by one. So for those of you that haven't used the Phytosport and you work out, like, you got to get your hands on this. The Prepare and Endure is the best pre-workout that you will ever use. It doesn't give you that like crazy jittery. I remember when Jen first told me, when you were first started working out at Orange Theory, you said like, oh, my pre-workout's not working for me anymore. It doesn't make my face tingle. And I was like, that sounds awful. I don't want that at all. This is a super clean, like really clean, just a really clean energy, and it keeps you going for forever, basically. I usually like to I'll put in a little bit of water and I'll drink most of it before I go in for my workout, but then partway through my workout, I'll finish it off. And then so then the hydration, which we don't have, but they come in little packets just like the Fizz Sticks. They're essentially a better version of Gatorade. So I actually have them at the studio, and I compared that to Gatorade the other day because we have Gatorade for sale there as well. And the hydration has 3 grams of sugars, and they're like organic cane sugar. And Gatorade has over 30, which is disgusting. And it's like partially hydrogenated, yeah, it's gross. So it's just, and it has all those electrolytes that you need as well. So it's really great. I also especially like to mix mine with pomegranate fizzy. It's super tasty. And then the after workout it's got a really nice flavor. I usually mix mine with my vanilla protein. You can mix it with either, but I really like the taste of it with vanilla protein. And it gives you, while the protein that we have has all your essential amino acids, this has extra branched chain amino acids, so BCAA. So people that lift are like, I need to take my BCAAs. And you're like, all right. It gets you, those are the ones that really help your muscles rebuild and repair. Okay, so the ASVP Sports Nutrition is $241 for PCs, so it's a little bit less than the whole 30-day program. So some hardcore athletes or CrossFitters or something that are paleo and they already eat well and I don't need to do a cleanse, you can put them on this, no problem. A really great thing that I'm going to be doing is creating like really, we call our nutrition program like fit kits, but these are like really fit kits. Just do a little sample of all this, give it to someone just try this for your workout and your after workout and let me know what you think. Heather and I, and probably Jen too, we meet a lot of people at the gym that we work at. And people bring in all sorts of stuff, and you can like see them in the back putting in their pre-workout or their BCAAs into their water. So that's a great opportunity to strike a conversation. I've also found that if you go to like, smaller or big gyms even, if you can just strike up a conversation with someone about some exercise that they're doing or their cute Lulu top or whatever. And people like compliments like that at the gym. So do that. And then you can also ask your fitness studio if you could do a table there and just highlight your nutrition program and maybe give out protein samples or something like that. So I know that Orange Theory is very receptive to that. So a lot of these other kind of smaller, the big box gyms sometimes have some crazy franchise restrictions, but some of these smaller, more boutique fitness studios definitely really like that. And you could partner with them and, talk to the owners, talk to the managers and make your way in that way. Any questions about that? Cool.
I like it.
Makeup?
Oh yeah. Go for it, girl. No.
Bring it home, Heather.
Yeah, where's the thing? The list.
You have it memorized?
No, well, I have everything else
Get it
memorized,
together.
but what comes in the makeup, like, that's so new. And
Actually, I
makeup,
was just, okay, so the picture, I love now actually that form with everything on it because I had no idea. It just shows like one of each on the sports thing. I had no idea that there was like two.
Yeah, on the thing it says 2, complete hydration.
It does, yeah, even on that one.
okay,
I love it.
so all of those things are amazing, but let's be honest, the new makeup ASVP is pretty bomb diggity. Like, you can get a whole face of makeup in one little package. Oh, it doesn't say on there how much it is. For $286, like a whole face of makeup, and that includes, well, I'm gonna go through it right now. Okay, so I can't see everything.
It's got the Dusty Rose blush.
No, I have it. No, I was just trying to show everybody, but I don't want to pick everything up.
What if somebody is a different color?
Yeah, can you?
It's coming.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah. So right now,
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm darker than everybody.
well, they picked pretty neutral colors. So
Really?
they do. It is set. The ASVP. You don't get to go in and like pick specific colors, but it doesn't come with a foundation, so you can pick your own individual color on that. But they did pick pretty neutral colors that could go for pretty much, most skin tones. So you get a blush. It's called Dusty Rose. You get a blush. You get the bronzer, which goes for any skin tone. We know that. You get the 4 palette eyeshadow. So it comes with Slate, Dawn, Pebble, and Driftwood. I actually didn't bring the 4 one. I brought the 2, but it comes with 4 to a palette. And then it comes with a brow pencil and the medium, which I'm wearing medium right now. So
I wear
like
medium.
anybody could wear medium. I just do it super light. My mom wears medium. She's a redhead. So there you go, brunette, blonde, redhead. It comes with the cream eyebrow gel, which I love, and
Is that light medium?
light medium, which is a little dark on me, which means it could totally go for like someone a little bit darker tone. And then it comes with the eye makeup primer, and then it comes with these rose lipstick, and this is actually the wrong color. This is not Calla, this is Primrose, but Calla is pretty similar. So it comes with a lipstick, a lip gloss, a lip liner, and then it comes with,
What lip liner?
it comes with Tulip, which is pretty versatile. You could do it with light or dark. It comes with the makeup primer, which is, this is the best. It comes with makeup primer. It's a Long Story mascara. And then this is really cool. I literally didn't realize this until I was packing to come here today. It comes with the eye makeup remover, which is the bomb. And then it comes with this setting translucent powder. Have you guys tried this? Oh, it's the best. I used it in the beginning of my business, and then I stopped using it, and now I'm like, oh, since I was maybe in the Bahamas or something. I don't know where I was with you, but we used it again. Okay, so it's $286 as a brand new PC. It's actually a $477 value before the discount, so $286. I mean, seriously, if you go to some counter in the store, you're gonna pay way more than $286 for all of those products. And then again, free shipping and the $20 PC fee.
And a free product.
And you get a free product. So I know some of the free product options for PCs are like some of the skincare, some of the masks and stuff like that, self-tanner. So pretty cool. And then what I wrote down for this is just like I wrote down for the Genius. If you don't have your makeup kit, you got to get it. Book makeup one-on-ones. You don't have to know makeup to do makeup one-on-ones. I am not a makeup artist. This is as much as it gets. And bring your makeup kit to your workshops, because what if you have like a zero, workshop with the nutrition and skincare, and you bring in the makeup and it's like, boom, everybody wants to play with makeup because there's instant gratification. You put makeup on somebody and they instantly feel like so much better, so much more positive. Let's see, what else did I write? So if you have PCs that are using Healthy Living, one thing that I'm working on right now is offering them skincare sample. Like, I know you've been getting healthy on the inside. I want to help you get healthy on the outside, and sending them a skincare sample. It's like, will you either asking them, will you try it for 3 days, or just sending it to them and saying, just wanted to pop this in the mail for you. Like, hope you enjoy it. And then in addition to that, if you have people that are using Healthy Living or skincare, you could say, hey, I know you're super, into getting healthy on the inside and your skincare. Like, I would love to offer you a makeup, 30-minute session to help you transition your makeup, because your makeup's just like your skincare is going on your skin. So, that's it.
I love it.
All I have.
Oh, that was so awesome. Do you guys have any questions? Do you guys feel pretty good about it all? Okay, one thing that I was going to say that I actually learned, had no idea with the Genius. When we first started using it, we were doing before pictures, and then they would use the Genius, and then literally right after we were doing a picture, we were still getting amazing after pictures. But what this lady was saying at her training is they wait 15 minutes and then do an after picture, and the results are even more dramatic. So what I'm having my hostesses do, I'm dropping off the set, and I'm actually doing it with them when I drop it off to walk them through how to use their skincare, how to use the Genius, doing a 15-minute photo. And then I'm like, will you do a 24-hour picture and then a 3-day picture? And usually that's when the party is. So then they can actually show the guests. And I just started it 4 weeks ago. I had one lady do it, and it was amazing. So that's kind of a good tip with that. What else was I going to say?
Also, with the
Oh, yeah.
Genius, don't forget to let it warm up
Yes.
before you use it.
That is a good tip too. I've been doing that with myself. I don't know, Michelle, did you say add a fizzy in this?
I do
Did
that
I-
too.
Oh, to the pre-workout?
Oh,
You
do
can.
that
A citrus fizzy.
It'll get your skin
That-
glowing.
That'll get you amped. Yeah.
Because I have a lot of people,
I sometimes
I
do.
do.
I sometimes do it. I find
gonna
it
do that.
sometimes
I like
a bit
it.
too much.
Okay. So that's just a good thought that I learned it actually from somebody else, that if somebody wants that feeling, like, gosh, it just doesn't give me that same feeling, have them add a fizzy stick into it.
You have that shirt too about that you learned from, I think, the Walters, about the hydration stick with the fizzy in the morning
Oh.
and the refrigerator.
Yes, so Pam Brown,
Oh, that's good.
one of our lead nutritionists, gurus, what she says is basically when you wake up in the morning, you are completely dehydrated, stripped of all of your electrolytes. So sometimes water is not going to replenish that. So what they have been doing, Evelyn does nightly, is with a glass of water, put in a fizzy stick, put in a hydration, mix it up, keep it in your fridge so that when you wake up in the morning, you're having your fizz and your hydration together. And Pam also has a hydration before she goes to bed. That's another good tip. Okay, these colors, I actually didn't know what colors were in this. I actually haven't sold one myself yet, but this is exactly, if I was doing somebody's makeup, these are 90% of the colors that I'm like, can match you, everybody. I love that. So one thing regarding returns with sets, it's a set, you have to either return the whole thing or not one individual thing. Okay, so keep that in mind.
With all of them.
Exactly. Yep. Let's see here. What else was I going to say? Oh, another thing I've been doing too for my hostesses, or just to intrigue somebody else about like the makeup, maybe they're using nutrition or the skincare or both, is we have the best samples, you guys. Arvon, look under business aids. You can see all of your product literature and also samples that you can get. Stock up on these, you guys. I use samples, and I feel like full-size products are better for me to give to people to try, but my follow-up is always on point, and I have lots of people reorder because I just send a little sample in the mail with a thank you card sometimes. Hey, enjoy this mascara on me. You're going to totally love it. Thank you for your business. And they're like, oh my God, you're right. I haven't tried this mascara. It's amazing. So I do that for my special clients that I know love Arvon and they just haven't tried something else. So my top makeup samples are our cellular renewal mask, our mascara, and our primer. And sometimes I'll give all 3 to my hostess and wrap it up in a bow for their gift too when they're hosting. Okay, Perfect. So Heather is going to kind of wrap up our consistency training, and then I'll answer everybody's questions at the end, and then we'll go into rec. So I just want to say, so you started your business how long ago? 2 years ago.
July was well, July is when I like started my business.
Yeah.
Yeah, July, 2
Okay.
years ago. But
Okay, perfect. So a little over 2 years.
yeah.
So this girl, talk about consistent. I swear, every time we get together, she always has a notebook, and we're always flipping through, and she has every single day, like for months, until she needs a new notebook. It's all like tattered and then she's like, I really need a new notebook. Or I actually tell her, you should get a new notebook. She's like, no, but like I have like 4 pages left. I really need to get it. And I really believe that serves her so well. I always need a new notebook, and I like transfer things. I'm weird like that. But she has seriously, even better than me, like the most consistent ever in her business. I always say there's probably maybe 1 month when she was graduating and boyfriend issues and things like that. But other than that, like this girl is the queen at consistency. So I'm not going to steal your thunder. So take it away.
Leave me alone with my battered notebook.
Yeah, her planner.
It's not even battered.
No,
It's
not
from
that
Impact Training.
You know the one I was telling you.
My calendar's battered. It has like coffee on it, has fizzy on it, has smoothie probably on it. I don't know. Okay. So, I think if there was one
What else
thing.
is on it? We don't
Hey.
want to know.
Don't ask
We're
me.
You got my mind rolling, girl.
We don't need to talk about that.
She's been using the Genius.
You guys. If somebody asked me like, what is one thing you've done ever since being in your business, I would probably say that I've just been consistent. Like I have done a little bit of Arbonne every single day. I've never skipped one day doing no Arbonne, honestly. Like even if it was only one call or 10 minutes of personal growth, like I've never skipped one day of doing any Arbonne. And I've had some pretty rough days in the last 2.5 years. So the first thing I want to say is a little bit goes a long way. So a little bit of Arbonne every single day goes a long way. It doesn't mean you have to sit down for an hour at your desk and do Arbonne for an hour. I know most people in this room have a full-time job or maybe a part-time job or maybe kids or a boyfriend or a spouse or something else in their life. It doesn't mean that you have to sit down for 2 hours and do Arbonne. So break it up into like little chunks. I literally set an alarm like on my phone so that it reminds me, like if I know I have a really busy day, like this quarter I'm finishing school officially. So I have like a class in the morning and then an hour break and then a class and then like 3-hour break and then a class. And so I schedule in between those like cracks, like time to do my Arbonne. If I know I'm going to be in the car for 30 minutes, I know I'm going to be making calls for 30 minutes. Like I have my headset and I know who I'm going to call and I'm going to do that. So consistency is key. Momentum is your best friend in this business. You need momentum to go forward. If you don't have momentum, you're not standing still. You're actually going backwards in this business. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So consistency every day. So a little bit of Arbonne every day is what leads to momentum. If you're skipping days, you're just really setting yourself back. So I said break it down in little chunks. Schedule it. So I wrote down here, plan your activity ahead of time. One of my favorite MVPs is Tara Bransma. And every training that I've listened to by her says, plan your IPAs, which are income producing activities, plan it. So every night before you go to bed, write down 6 to 10 income producing activities that you're gonna do for the next day. Who you're calling, why you're calling them, you know, if you're sending a sample to income producing activities, I'll just talk about that for a minute. Business asking someone to host for you, asking someone to sample products. Maybe you have a business call the next day. Maybe you have, a one-on-one where you're going to talk to somebody about the 30-day program. Those are all income producing activities. So schedule them, know who you're calling and know why you're calling them, and stick with it. If you have it written down the night before, pretty sure you're probably going to do it the next day because it's already written down and you know what you have to do. You just have to do it. And if you're sitting in your car and your notebook's next to you, you can see exactly who you're supposed to call. So you can call them really easy. You don't really have an excuse at that point. So commit to the system. It's there for a reason, you know? And have I done 8 parties like for the past 2 years every single month? No. But have I tried my hardest to do that? Yes. And really what matters is the fact that you're trying and you're in activity trying to do that. A lot of months there's been like 20 one-on-ones and maybe 4 parties, you know what I mean? But I'm still in activity every single day. A question for you guys. I was re-listening to this training by Lori Lucero, which is like our great-great-great-great-grandma in Arbonne. She's the real deal. She's awesome. And she said, are you interested in building your Arbonne business, or are you committed to building your Arbonne business? So think about it. Interested means that you're only going to do things when you feel like it. You're only going to come to the Arbonne meeting when it's easy, or, you know, you feel like it. You're only going to be on the team call when you feel like it or when it fits in your schedule. And that's not to say if you have something at noon on Mondays, whatever, like listen to it that same day. I made a commitment. I have class right now on Mondays at noon. I listened to it after that. Are you, you know, maybe not doing your activities every day? Like that means you're interested in it, but you're not really committed. Committed means you come to every single team meeting. You are on every single team call. You're at every team training. You talk to your upline on a regular basis. So there is not a day that's gone by in the last 2.5 years that me and Morgan have not talked either over text, Voxer, or voice. And that just shows, like, you know, I'm using her. Like, she's here to help us. So committed means no matter what, you're doing the do every single day. So I put some bullet points at the bottom. So these are kind of like action items. Shoot for your DM bonus every single month. Have I hit it every single month? No. I've actually missed it 3 times this past year, just in the last actually like 6 months. And that's me being so honest with you guys. Consistency. I have been super consistent in my activity, but there was a period of time when I was graduating in April, May, and June. And then July and August, when my relationship was not very good, that I wasn't working on my own personal business. So I was helping my team and I was helping them reach their goals, and I was consistent in that way, but I wasn't working on my personal activity and my personal business. So where was I going with that? Oh, so I missed my DM bonus, but the reason I say go for your DM bonus is because that shows consistent activity in your business. It shows consistent growth because you're signing up new PCs, you're signing up new business builders. It means that you're in activity. If you miss it, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not. Obviously, like I promoted, you know, a couple people under me, a new area manager, district managers. Like I was working, but I wasn't working on my personal business. So that's my other bullet point. When we were in the Bahamas, it was so special. We got about an hour of time with Wendy Cunningham, and she's probably my favorite person in Arbonne ever. I don't know why, she just is. But she said, you know, I was talking to her about going region, and she was talking to her about going nation. And she was like, personal activity. And she said, you know, you've got to put your personal activity before your team. Doesn't mean don't help your team, but both. You got to balance them both. So I wrote that down. And then I just said this already. Plug into your upline, area manager or VP. They're there for a reason. You're in this business for yourself, but not by yourself. And I think a lot of times we think, well, I'm an independent consultant. Like, I'm going to do this on my own. But we're better together, and we're here to help you. And the reason they're a VP or an area manager or whatever their title is, it's because they know what to do, and they know where you've been, so they can help you get through it. Let's see. Take a breath, not a break. Morgan says this all the time. It's okay, like, if you're going through things, like I just said, I was going through things for a long time. But I never took a month off or 2 weeks off or even a week off, you know, like I still did the do. Maybe not to like the same standard that I would normally do it, but I was still doing it and I was still plugging in. And then Morgan says this a lot too. Fall in love with the process. You guys, what a national vice president does and what a brand new consultant does, it's the same exact thing. There's no difference. We have to commit to the process and love it. You gotta do your business ads. You gotta ask people to host for you. You gotta make your, phone calls every day. You gotta follow up with clients. That's never gonna change. That's R1 forever. Like that's what you do to build a business. It's never gonna change. So if you don't love it, ask yourself why. And, commit to loving it because it is what it is. It's not gonna change. And then I don't remember who said this, but you're building your nation every single day. Whether you're a consultant or a district or an AM or an RVP or whatever, a national vice president, you're helping someone else reach national vice president. So every single day, know that what you're doing is moving you forward towards nation. Like I'm going for region, but that doesn't mean that I'm looking at region as a stopping place. I'm literally building my nation every single day. So everything you do every day is worth it.
Awesome. Thank you. And one thing they hit on too with consistency, a couple things like I love that. When I know when I was new or still not even new, there'd be times that I tell Evelyn, like, seriously, like I don't want to make my calls today. Or, I don't feel good. I don't want to go to this party or this meeting. Like I'd rather be going to a movie tonight with my husband. And there were so many times, like, I love her to death because she's so real with me. I'm like, just tell me how it is. Like, don't beat around the bush and be nice. Just, like, tell me, And she's like, you're making this all about you. Like, you don't feel good. You don't want to make the calls. And she's like, you're only going to grow when you take you out of it. You make this about other people. So now when I look at my calls, and I used to do that because I'd be focused on the numbers. So say I was trying to promote to area manager, making $10,000. I have to do this because I want to promote and make this paycheck. I was never like, gosh, I'm going to call Heather today because I know she needs this business more than anything and she doesn't want to go back to work. I was only thinking about myself when I made these calls. Now, when I have my to-do list every day, sometimes I still feel like that. I'm like, oh gosh, I don't want to call her. But I'm like, okay, check yourself right now, right? Why am I calling this person? And that's why Heather said, write it down so you don't forget, like, why does this person need it? Or what's your intention? And when you make this business about other people, your business is going to skyrocket. And that is really the one thing that changed for me going region. It's just, I stopped making it about me and I wasn't focused on the numbers. I was just focusing on serving people, whatever that looked like, whether it was my team, somebody new, a preferred client, just, having lunch with a friend just to make her happy. Like, it was just all about other people. What were you gonna say?
I forgot to talk about the 90-day cycle that I'm in.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't stand up there, but so a lot of people talk about 90-day cycle, and so I think it was like end of August, like the last week of August, I was tired of being in the slump that I was in over the summer, and I was like, something needs to change. Like, so I started a 90-day cycle of consistency, like right then. Oh, well, you guys were in it, but it was like right when we started doing that 10, like we were trying to book something for like the next 10 days or whatever. I don't know. So we were in the Bahamas. It was day 60. And just from the past 60 days of doing like a business ask every single day and doing 6 to 10 income producing activities every single day, my business has completely taken a turn. I went from having literally nothing on my calendar, like parties wise or business builders launching, to having 4 new girls launching, having like my own personal parties aside from them launching. I think I have like 6 right now. And that's literally in just 60 days. So a lot of the MVPs talk about these 30, 60, 90-day cycles and how what you do today really isn't going to show up fully for 90 days. And it's so true. So that's just what I wanted to share.
Oh yeah, I love that. And one other thing that I sparked in my mind when she was sharing is treat this like a business if you want it to be a business. There's a lot of people that are in Arbonne that don't want to go, and that's okay too if you're at that place. But I always just knew if I worked this like a hobby, it was going to pay me like a hobby. And I knew hobbies cost a lot of money, so I would be spending a lot of money and not really making anything in turn. And there were some months that happened. I'm like, what is going on? And I had a real conversation with Evelyn, and it was like I was not treating this like a business. Sometimes I wasn't showing up every day. And this was my business, right? Show up like you are literally the CEO of your own business. And I always sometimes have to think about it. Our best friends opened a pizza place in Truckee, and now they're going on like their 6th year anniversary. But right at their 5, every single year, I mean, they had every day they were in that pizza place, grinding it out, being the waitress, being the cashier. People would leave, they'd have to rehire somebody, and it was a grind. And sometimes they resented their business. They're like, gosh, did I make the right decision? But they stuck it out every day. And when they started their business, just because it got hard or some people didn't show up and eat pizza that day, do you think they'd close their doors and be like, gosh, throw in the towel in? Absolutely not. They had the vision for their future. And no matter when it got hard, they were going to stick it out. So sometimes still to this day, I'm like, okay, am I really treating this like a real business, or am I just kind of playing Arbonne this week because it's kind of easy? You know what I mean? And it's like, I gotta refigure this out and treat it like a business. So that's one of my things that really helps me kind of move forward. Okay, so let's do some recognition, which I'm super excited about. Okay, recognition is probably one of my favorite things in Arbonne. Just like Amanda was saying, she feels maybe like she's not recognized or promoting and things like that. One of the biggest things in Arbonne is we recognize people for a job well done and promoting or anything to that next level. But also I want to say too, sometimes your name may not be on the list, like Heather was saying. And just know, I know for me, when I'm not on recognition, I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not on there, my team's not seeing it. But just know, sometimes it's not about the public recognition. It's about those private victories that you're having by yourself that you're grinding it out, and soon you'll be recognized. So just know that as well. So I'm going to start with our district managers and qualification. I know we have some online. We have Veronica Rhodes in Qual. She is in Sacramento. We have Bridget Tierney in Qual. She's in Reno. Susan Stoser, when's she gonna come?
I have 2 parties booked with
Oh my
her.
gosh, I love it. Susan Stoser. She's here in the Bay. And we have Jennifer. Come on up, girl. So awesome.
Thank you.
This is your first month in too.
I know, it's been
For 2 weeks. 2 weeks, really.
Good job.
Thank
Way to do it. Okay, we have Samantha Schultz in Reno, and we have Amanda Ward. So fun. Congratulations, guys.
You have any hand up, Rosie?
Oh yeah, I love it. We don't have any district managers promoted this month. We promoted 2 last month, so that's our goal. You guys promote some districts. And then we have DM bonus earners, Savannah and myself. And area manager bonus, I was pretty shy from that region. That's my next goal. Okay, so I'm going to talk about bonuses. So district manager bonus. When you promote to district manager, your new goal is to bonus as a district. That's kind of your stepping stone to area. Bonusing as a district is getting 5,000 in volume, okay? And sponsoring 5 new personal preferred clients or consultants at that 150 level, okay? And you get an extra $200 bonus in your paycheck. So that's really key. Area manager bonus is when you're an area manager and you do 20,000 in your area and 10 new preferred clients or consultants, you get an extra $400 in your paycheck, you guys. And then regional vice president bonus is when you do 60,000 in your region and 20 new preferred clients or consultants. You get an extra $600 in your paycheck. Okay, so those bonuses really, really make a difference. Let's see here. So top personal volume, we have Kelsey McKim. Whoop, whoop. She did awesome. And then second place, we have Jennifer. You, in our entire region, you have top personal volume, girlfriend. That is awesome. And then I'm next. I don't need a rose. Top personal sponsoring is Kelsey McKim, Savannah Boschman, and myself. District sponsoring, top district sponsoring in your district is Michelle, whoop whoop,
All right.
myself and Kelsey. Okay, let's see here. Area sponsoring is myself, Savannah, and Michelle. Whoop, whoop. Top district sales is myself, Xander, and Savannah. And area sales, myself, Savannah, and Heather. And then who had their revolving 10? Okay, you get another rose.
I don't really need them, but.
Yeah, you do. I always like cut them,
Digging
put them
these
by my
purple
bed.
ones, and that's
Right? They're
Yeah,
so
they're really
pretty.
pretty.
I usually go to Costco, but I was at Safeway and they had like a really huge sale on roses. Okay, so that's a little bit about our rec, and then do you want to close up?
Yep. I think we said everything.
I know my
Okay.
book.
Okay, I love it. So, actually, let's close with the questions.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, perfect.
That's good.
And the raffle. And the raffle.
I didn't even put a ticket in.
Get your
Did you put a ticket in for me? No, I didn't.
I don't need one of them.
Did everybody do a question?
No.
Nope. That wanted to?
2 questions.
Okay, we got 3. Keep it.
Keep it.
Okay,
What is
let's-
the pizza place called?
Best Pies. What are the QV maintenance levels to remain at district manager, area manager, etc.? Awesome. Okay, so first of all, I like to think in abundance and not in like a scarcity mindset. And to me, thinking maintenance numbers is like scarcity. Like what happens? How am I going to keep this? But sometimes that happens when we're like just working on maintenance, which is totally okay. Maintenance levels for district manager is 2,500. Okay. Area manager is 10,000 and region is 40,000. And nation is 160,000. Okay. Good one. And that's always good too. Like if you have a team and they're like dropping below, it's really good to know those maintenance numbers. How much commission for preferred client orders for consultants? Okay, so when you are a consultant, how you get paid is you get 35% commission from retail orders. So say somebody's at a workshop, they don't want to become a preferred client, they're like, Morgan, I just want a cleanser today. You're gonna get 35% off this $42 cleanser, okay? Preferred client, say somebody wants my set today and they're getting an Arbonne special value pack or whatever order, straight up 15% commission, okay? And some people are like, well, shouldn't I just sell retail if I'm making more with that and not signing people up? No, because if you're in it to build a business, you're probably gonna have a one sale here with this retail and they probably won't come back again because they're spending a lot of money. But if you have a preferred client, you're maybe making a little bit less up front, but what our goal is that residual income, right? So that's why we get people signed up. So now they have their own store that they can start shopping from and they're getting 20 to 40% off their products. So they're going to be shopping more often. And when you sign people up as preferred clients, we are their consultant. So make sure you learn follow-up. That is, fortune is in the follow-up in this business. And then also for consultants, you can actually make an override if you sponsor, is it 3? 3, or wait, if you sponsor one consultant that does 1,500 in volume, you get 6% of their sales, okay? So our goal when we sign people up in this business is to get you to district manager right away. You can hang out as a consultant, but I know when I first started, my husband was like, even if this business doesn't work, you want to start making money off your own purchases, right? So once you get to district manager, you earn an 8% override on your own purchases, okay? So that's really key at district. And then it stays the same for commissions, 35% on retail, 15% on preferred clients. Okay. Oh. How do you keep the liquid foundation from smearing if wearing glasses? That's a good one. Well, I totally get it on my glasses too. I know what you mean. I've always had that happen. One thing that I find that I do if I don't want it to smear, or if somebody has really oily skin, is to set it with a powder.
So my client, she sets it with the powder. She uses it and she sets it with powder. But I guess right here, it like leaves this.
Like her sunglasses?
I think it's her regular glasses.
Why would her glasses be like sitting on her face?
Is she using regular powder or the setting powder?
Oh, you know what? She's using regular powder.
I
So
think the
setting powder?
the setting powder, at least for me, the setting powder works better. And sorry, Morgan.
No, that's
She
great.
might also be wearing too much foundation in that one area.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think to some extent, like, there's not really a whole lot.
Yeah, you wear glasses and it is what it is.
Yeah.
But this,
Like,
the
especially
setting,
even when I use my phone, like
Yeah.
my make.
But the setting powder is like,
it creates a
They just
barrier. Kind
soak
of a,
up moisture.
yeah,
and,
like the setting
Yeah.
powder.
Yeah, it
really-
definitely helps. It
Yeah.
definitely helps.
Also, another recommendation, I love that. What I like for people with, maybe she has or doesn't have oily skin, but get her that mattifying
Yeah.
powder.
Yeah, FC5.
Excuse me.
Mattifying.
I love that. Another thing too, ask her what type of skin she has. Do you have oily skin? Because if she does, she should not be using a liquid foundation. She should just start with a powder, even maybe sub her powder. Because it's just like Shania said, it's probably too much and it's just moving, no matter if she has glasses on or not.
Also, she's using Arbonne skincare.
And primer.
She's using
Primer.
the primer, she's using the liquid foundation, the powder foundation.
Might
But
be a good
not-
opportunity to switch her to Arbonne skincare.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would be like, hey, if I dropped off my gold bag to you for 3 days, would you try it out, use the same routine that you're doing and see if anything
That's true.
changes? If it doesn't, say, let's get you this powder and let's do maybe some of these other options. Does that help?
Yeah.
Those were great advice. Awesome. Okay, you guys, well, thanks for coming.